Well, there are no jokes in this, so anyone who's going to switch on and is expecting it to be funny, I advise them not to. But this is a completely straight story of basically this true story of this deputy assistant accountant who worked in a supermarket who the Mossad chose to put as their only person into Syria. And this was the days when, spying essentially meant gathering intelligence by just sort of reading newspapers and listening to the radio. But this guy was so inventive, such a brilliant actor, he managed to stay undercover for 5 years and became friendly with the guy who became the president of the country. And eventually he was made deputy defense minister and essentially gathered so much military intelligence that he won one of the wars for Israel, which was an existential one. In other words, it would have, led to the end of Israel if he hadn't have gone in there. Yes, so basically I just come off this show called Who is America, and I had to lose about 25 pounds. I had about a month to do it, and I had a Moroccan bodyguard. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And he was like, Sacha, don't worry, I was a colonel in the army. Stay with me. And basically he trained me for about a month. And I was doing a type of Krav Maga, is the Israeli fighting method. So I learned a style of fighting from the 1950s that they were using at the time, which is pretty vicious. Although I'm still, of course, a massive weakling. But yeah, so I had to kind of get into physical shape for the role. Probably would have been to start shaving earlier. I think there was quite a lot of sort of bum fluff above the lip. When I do the undercover stuff that I've done, so Ali G and Borat and Bruno and Who's America, it's not quite spying, but there's obviously me, and then we go undercover. So on Who's America, the last show, I was in Washington, D.C. The first day I interviewed Bernie Sanders, and word got out that I was in D.C. There was a rumor, and so essentially I had to make sure that no one saw me for 3 weeks. So that meant, never going in through, the lobby of a hotel, always going in through fire escapes, wearing a disguise, trying to make sure that nobody found me. And then obviously turning up in character. So there's some similarity, but, the stakes are not as high for me.